What is good, everybody? I am Tania. I am one half of the Breakfast Crew podcast. Welcome back to our Craftcast, where it is a little muggy here in Central Texas. I film here. Oh, sorry, y'all. I film here in Central Texas with my family, my husband, my son, my daughter, and we have like sprinkles of family around, like mother-in-law, sister-in-law, really close friends that are like family. They just had a baby. Anyways, I digress. So, it is March 8th, 2023. It's currently 9:50 in the morning. I was off today, so I went on ahead and podcast since the husband had to go to the office today. The daughter is at work. Oh, shoot. At school. It's been a week already. Either way, this is episode 17, y'all. We are getting close to that 20 mark, and I'm excited about it. It is just another lazy day. I think I got called into work, but she didn't answer my phone call when I called her back, so who knows? But this weekend, I'm going on a girls' trip. I'm excited. I'm going to get my toes done afterwards. And last week, there was like pollen and dust all over the place here in Central Texas. So my car looks like a dirty beast. And I don't want to be one of those new car people where, we're getting our car washed every week. But I kind of want to be one of those new car people where I'm getting my car washed every week because it looks bad. And yes, we have garages here in Central Texas. No, we don't use them majority of the time because we don't have basements. We do have an attic, but we haven't went up in our attic. So I don't know what creepy crawly is in the attic. But we have a shed, so we need to, and it came with the house, like we didn't have to buy it. So we need to start organizing the shed so we can start putting some stuff in the shed. So maybe we can take some stuff out the garage. So maybe we can park in the garage? Probably not happening, but whatever. I don't have a lot of things for you. Like, I don't have any finished objects. Harvess do. Harvess always do. Because as y'all know, she draws in school. But I'll let her tell y'all about that. We did have an art meeting for her. So Harvess is, and I'm sorry I'm rambling already, but Harvess is in the she's kind of in special ed, and it's more or less because she was like behind on her reading skills and her comprehension skills back in 3rd grade. So we put her in special ed. They created an IEP plan, which stands for individual education plan. And an art is an annual review of what she's done from, the previous semester up until now. So we've been doing this since 3rd grade. She's a 9th grader now. We've also done it with my son who's diagnosed ADHD, did take medications for a little while. So he had an IEP as well. So we're kind of used to how these things work. Well, we went to Harvest's one last Wednesday, and what do you know? Homegirl is knocking it out the park. Like, she had a behavioral additive tacked on because I think 6th and 7th grade, she just had some girls that didn't like her. And Harvest is a lovey-dovey girl. Until you make her mad, she loves everybody, right? And so this one girl didn't really like her in 6th grade, got her into trouble. She kind of, she didn't fall. She threatened to cut the girl throat. But I digress. And then 7th grade, she did get into a little bit of a tiff. But the girl kicked her in the head. What was she supposed to do? Let the girl kick her in the head? No. We're not. So she had a behavioral thing tack on to it, but she hadn't had anything in 8th grade. She didn't have anything in 9th grade so far. So they decided to take it off. And I was okay with that because she's grown. Not as much as me at that age, I guess I would say. But, she still have her little innocence in certain areas of life. And I don't want it to go away too fast. I I don't know. Internally I wrestle with that. But anyways, so she's doing well. Needless to say, her grades are good. She's adapting to high school, which I didn't think she was going to adapt to high school because of all the trouble she had in middle school, but she's adapting to high school. She has friends. The counselor told her that she should join a club, so I think she's going to join the anime club. Yeah, she's doing well in high school, and I'm pleasantly surprised. So, because she was doing so well, a friend and I, went shopping last week, and I bought her a cute little purse from Hot Topic because my girl is an alternative girl. Like, she has her moments where she's not alternative, but she's alternative. Harvest is alternative. Like, I don't care what you say, and I'm here for it. And I bought Hot Topic is her favorite store, so I bought her a bag from Hot Topic. They also have this store called Box Lunch. I don't know if y'all have it where y'all at, but Box Lunch is like this huge anime store, Disney store. Like, it's a cartoony store. Like, it has anime and Disney stuff in it, purses, shirts, food. Like, it has stuff, like everything. So I tried to buy something out of there, but I didn't see anything that I liked or I thought she would like. So maybe I'll just take her to the one here because we went to the store in Austin. Either way, yeah, that's pretty much it for Harvest and her adaptation. I'm so proud of her. So I have no finished objects as I digress on my tangent. I do have whips, and these whips are progressing very well. Not fast enough, but very well. And we finished cookie season. So I'll have her talk about some of that stuff when she gets in the video. My part of cookie season was very stressful. I have the money part, but planning and having to get her to go do things, like go to booth, was very stressful because she wants to do one thing, but she didn't want to do the work to get to that one thing. So I had to be mom and troop leader and like add her, any military folks, y'all know what this means. That the knife hand. Like, you do what I say, blah, blah, blah. Anyways. So let's see. Cookies, whips. I don't have really any events going on. And then, like, life stuff. Work stuff, maybe. Work is just work. So I probably won't even talk about that. I do want to talk about, or I would need some advice on 2-3 things. So, yeah, we'll do that. So, whips. Oh, and I have some stash. I have some stash. Things that came into the house that is new, like whatever. So, in my Black Pearl Mergic bag, it's a Mergic bag. I got my Advent knitting by Teresa of Pretty Twisted Yarns. It's coming along so well. I'm almost finished. I'm so happy. So I think this is where y'all saw me at last time. This was the Super Bowl. I did all of this at the Super Bowl party that I went to with my friend. And then I've done this and this and this. And now I'm on this. This is day, I don't know. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm on day 16. And I'm happy about it. I have day 17 through 24 already in here, ready to go. And I wound those up last night. So I'm on my, I'm on the fourth, the second lace pattern, which is row 4. I guess that's how she says it. Stripe 4. So stripe 2 and 4 are lace patterns. Stripe 2 is an eyelet, which is this. And then stripe 4 is an Irish mesh lace. So that's what I'm doing. I'm loving it. Like McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. It's meditative. It's relaxing. I've memorized the pattern already, so it's just, if I remember what lace pattern I do after the garden stitch, then I can start the next lace pattern. So that's coming along. Um, sorry for going off camera, kind of, sort of, maybe. I have a shawl that I'm making out of my Chicken Coop Dye Works Kwanzaa package. I'm not going to show y'all all of the colors again because I've done it already, but here's the progress of the shawl. And I'm into the second color, which is the bottom color here. It looks like this. And here's some of the first color. Like, I literally had to stop because I didn't know like how many rows or how many sections I wanted to do with the first color. But now that it's getting bigger, because it grows on the end, because as y'all can see, it's a crescent shaped shawl. It's going to be a lot bigger than this. So I'm hoping I get to use a good bit of, oh geez, look at Tina. A good bit of the second yarn. Right now I'm having to do these little baubles, which are this, I'm on this row right here. And the baubles are interesting. I had to look it up. I've never heard of these baubles before, and I don't remember what they are called because I don't have the pattern next to me, but I'll put it down. I'll put it somewhere on the screen to let you know what it means. But basically you do, and it's a free pattern, so I'm not like giving anything away, but you do a double crochet, and then in the next stitch you do another double crochet, and then you bobble around that double crochet leg, and then you skip a stitch, and then you double crochet again, double crochet and bobble, and you do that across the row. And then when you come back, you have to single crochet in the one double stitch, and then you single crochet twice in the bobble stitch. I mean, it's fairly simple. That's probably the most tedious part of this whole pattern, is this bobble stitch. And I'm working with a 3.75 hook. I'm not used to using anything smaller than a 4. But this is the second time I've been in the 3s, and it's not too bad. I think using a 4 would have just made it look too loosey-goosey, and a 3.25 would just made it too tight, which is what the pattern called for. So I went for 3.75 because I don't think I got a 3.5. I need to fix that. I'm trying to curate this whole Furls collection. Not this specific collection, but I want a crap load of furl hooks. At least 2, and like 1 and 2 sizes. So anyways, I'm trying not to deviate too much, but it's me. It's going to happen. So what else? My crochet Libra pullover. This pullover is by Crochet Highway, and here it is, Crochet Highway, and I'm using Melissa Hewitt of Hue-It-Handdyed yarn Blurple, which I just love. It's just the right amount of blue and purple to give me that right, like, tonal navy blue color. What the flip just happened? And I'm using my Jems Luxe Advent Calendar from 2022, which was a Mississippi calendar. Right now they are pre-ordering their calendar, their Advent calendar for this coming Advent season. It's going to be based around Michelle Obama's The Light We Give book, where she talked about learning how to knit. I'm sorry, I started crocheting. learned how to knit during the pandemic and how it helped relieve her, depression and stress level, anxiety level, and so forth. So, I actually wasn't thinking about getting an advent calendar this year. I still have like four of them I haven't opened, and I was going to not get any this year, but I might. Who knows? I mean, first of all, is Gem Luxe. Their yarn is amazing. Second, they're talking about a very good thing. Either way, so I was supposed to show y'all this. So I don't know if I told y'all, but I think I did, that I wound this yarn. I did a big old giant magic ball, and I wound the yarn by the even and odd days. So this is day 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, so forth. And then I have another ball, which I have right here. So I'll just go ahead and show it just in case I haven't already. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and so forth. So these are my even days. This is my odd days. And I'm not even sure if I'm going to get through both cakes, but here's my progress. Y'all, I am so in love with this. And the construction is, look at that perfect yoke. What? Get it, girl. Get it. Yo. Okay. Just saying. So, I never had a perfect yoke like so circular. Anyways. Okay, I digress. Maybe. So, this is an interesting construction. This is pretty much singles and doubles, and because the circumference of the circle is getting so big, it's now taking me a little longer to get around, but that's okay. So this first color right here is day 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and going into the 6th row is day 1, and then it starts with day 2. So this is why I say I'm not sure if I'm even going to use both balls. If I do, the odd numbers will be the body, and the even numbers will be my arms. Yeah, that's a lot of work. And this is why I said it, because the pattern was meant for a sport weight. I'm using fingering, so I'm having to go down a hook size, and actually I'm using a 4. I think I was supposed to be using a 3.75, but it's occupied. Either way, I think there's only one or two people on Ravelry that did it in fingering weight, and theirs is pretty long. I don't want mine super duper long, so I'm probably going to stop right, like maybe an inch below my navel, so it'll look cropped, because I still have to do a hem. An inch below my navel, and then block naturally, and then we'll see what happens. If it's big up top, that's fine. You know, I was going to wear a tank top anyway underneath it, but I want it to be like your around the house squishy Saturday sweater kind of thing. So I'm excited about this. So yes, that's my progress. Hopefully, like the last time I podcasted, I think I was like just starting this part right here. So now that I've gotten this far, I'll make sure I put a stitch marker so we can see progress the next time we podcast. Yeah, I'm loving it. I bought 4 skein of that blurple. I hope I might not use it all, but your girl got a wide back and some wide boobs. Like, we talking triple D's. So I might actually use it. So here's the process of my boyfriend. My boyfriend. I might call this my baby daddy sweater, because this thing here getting on my nerves, like my baby daddy. So I have the top part of a sleeve. So let me tell y'all, trials and tribulations, right? So the pattern, which is free, told me to pick up every 3 stitches to 4. So for every 4th stitch, I assume that I don't pick up, right? So I did that. I tried the sweater on. That, yeah, it was like a cast iron grip on my shoulder. I have thick shoulders. It's right here, it's thick. And it's a drop shoulder. So it went like, no, I don't like this. So I ripped out. I picked up every single stitch around, and I'm still knitting on the 5.5, so I haven't changed the needle size. But now I just have more stitches to give me a little bit more room. And it's working. Like when I stretched this out last time, it didn't go that big. So I'm making progress. I just stopped knitting on this right before I podcast because I was watching a podcast. And I depend on the podcast and how long the podcast is. Now, see, here's the thing though. I watch and listen to my podcasts or books on 1.25 or 1.5 speed. So if the podcast is an hour, that means the podcast is not going to be an hour by the time I finish. It's going to be like anywhere from 35 to 45 minutes. Excuse me. So I try to watch 2 1 hour or 1 and 10 minute podcasts so I can get some time on my knitting. 30 minutes a day doesn't really work for me, I don't think, because I don't feel like I'm making any progress. But I don't know, maybe it's what I'm working on. And sometimes I have my phone by me, so I'll get distracted, and then my brain will be running, and I'm like, oh, I need to look up this, and I need to look up that, and I need to do this, and I need to do that. So, I don't know. But that's what I'm trying to do. So I did that this morning, and then right before I podcast and, showered and brushed my teeth and do all that great stuff to come sit in front of y'all, I was working on my Crochet Libra top. So I don't know. We'll see. But I think I should have hopefully a longer sleeve the next time I podcast. That's my plan. I'm going on this girls trip this weekend. I probably will take my Advent knitting because it's easy. I can take it on me. I can take it with me. On me. I can take it on me. What? Take on me. Okay. I can take it with me on the wine bus because we're going on a wine bus tour, y'all. Your girl gonna be drought. Maybe. I'll try to hold it together, but I make no promises. No promises. But that'll be easier to try with. Although, I do have some acquisitions that I was thinking about winding this yarn and casting it on. So, anyways, I digress. So, that's it. No more no more whips. Those are what I'm working on right now. And I have to admit, I feel just a little overwhelmed, but not too overwhelmed. So that's okay. I have no events that I'm doing or attending I lie. I'm doing this stash down Mal with, why do I do that? Every time I say Mal, I like open my mouth like I'm about to take a bite of burger or something. Anyways, I'm doing this stash down Mal with We Have Yarn for That podcast. My friend Rachel and her friend Caitlin are doing a quarterly stash down events, and they have a Google Doc in their Discord, and they also have a Google Doc on or the link to the Google Doc on their podcast. Get the words together, Tia. That's probably the only thing I'm doing. And I'm still doing my Make 9. But I had to take that Crochet Sea Glass Tee off my Make 9 because that thing was giving me hell. So in place of that is this Crochet Libra Pullover. So I'm still making some progress. I saw a Instagram post from Twin Stitches Designs. Yes, Twin Stitches Designs. And she had did a little reel saying, don't let too many whips stop you from casting on another whip, or don't let too much yarn stop you from buying yarn. And I've been wrestling with that, y'all. Like, I haven't bought any yarn because I'm like, I have all of the pretty things already. Like, why do I want more? And I do want more. but I want to use what I have. And so that's what I'm going to be trying to do, especially since your girl's going to Rhinebeck. It's always a dance, y'all. It's always a dance. Just know it's always a dance. So I'm going to Rhinebeck. I'm going to leave here early. I think I'm going to leave here on a Thursday instead of on a... No, I'm going to leave here on a Wednesday instead of on a Thursday like I did last year. So I can get extra time with my friend's baby, and who's born in January. And I thought she was going to try to hold him out to the 31st. But he was born like the first week and a half in January. It's okay. He's still January baby. And I want to use a good bit, at least some of the stuff I bought from Rhinebeck. I want to use it. And I'll be staying until Sunday this year. So we'll be going on Saturday. I probably won't be doing any buying on Saturday because I heard it's less crowded on Sunday, so you have time to browse, you have time to look at stuff, and naturally people will hold back a good bit so that you can buy on Sunday. So I'm going to try to buy on Sunday. There probably won't be anybody specific I want to buy from, but we'll see when I get there. So let's see, what do I have, or what did I have coming in? So at work, I have a doctor. Sorry, I just said like twice. I have a doctor who has a husband as a writer. I think he's a lawyer as well, she said. And I told her how I like to read books. And I read different genres, but it really depends on if the book cover grabs my attention. If the book cover don't grab my attention, I'm probably not reading the book. I don't care how good it is. I need your book cover to be as good as your book. So she brought me 2 of his books. She didn't get them autographed. She didn't think to get them autographed, so I'm going to have to give them back to her so she can get it autographed because I want them autographed. So, I haven't started reading any of them yet, but this one is probably going to be the one I read. This is called Resume Innocence, and it's about some of the case studies I guess he had. And different parts of the case study, or some of the cases, not case studies, and different parts of the cases that maybe isn't known. But naturally, he changed names of the people, changed some of the scenes, all that good stuff to, keep everybody's life private. Unless, they told him it was okay to put it in the book, which I highly doubt. But I'm excited to read this. It's 352 pages, so not too long, and that to include the acknowledgement. So this one apparently is about a kitty murder or something like that. It's called Private Eyes, a Moose McCutter, I don't know, some kind of moose mystery. And apparently the cats or the animals in this book are human, and they are doing something. I don't know what it says. It's Saturday morning in the Windy City, and Moose is running out of time. In less than 48 hours, his best friend has a date with the needle. The kind of date you don't walk away from with a kiss. Moose has to find out who framed his pit bull buddy for the savage slaying of a French poodle, and then convince the humans that he's nailed the right guy. But with no leads and little evidence to go on, there's only one person in Chicago that has a prayer of hunting down the real killer in time. Antonio Gattogrosso, legendary proprietor of Feline Investigators, the Feline Detective Agency, aka Fat Tony. Everything about this sounds so interesting. It's so funny. Okay. The French Poodle, Jesus. Okay. There you have it. I'm going to read those eventually. And then I'll let y'all know how it goes. Because now I kind of want to read it now. But so during Black History Month, Miss Liz of the Black Knitter was posting people, makers, proprietors of businesses and stuff like that are BIPOC related, and I partaketh in a purchase. So I purchased this bag. It's called Big Brother, I think. from Haynes House, at Haynes House. And I bought this literally on my birthday. And I told myself this is my birthday present to myself. I've never had a kind of bag like this before. But it's like, you know, over the shoulder bag, a messenger type bag that you can put your, you know, products in. It has rings that you can slide your yarn through or whatever, and if you mess up you can just slide them out, I'm presuming. It has 2 pockets, which is great, which you can't see, but it's great. And it has 2 pockets down here as well. I believe her partner made these bags, and so I like it. I like the color. This was the only one they had on the website, so I'm assuming this was the only color, but I like the color. And I like the inside lining. It's like dotty or whatever, metallic dots and spots. So that's one thing I got. I got my monthly subscription of Kin Yarn. This is the Shrek yearly subscription. God, dog, words, Tia. This is Prince Charming, and it is pretty. It's so pretty. This blue part right here, I really like it. And the speckles of blues and the golds. It's really good. So I'm excited. I started this subscription in July. So I'm assuming it will end in July. So I won't have to end it myself. But if I do, I'll end in July. And then I got a Valentine's Day box with the collaboration of Black Pearl Magic, fashion. Let me just open it. It was, is it Fashion School Dropout? Like, we got a lot of it. Yeah, I was right. Fashion School Dropout. And it was a creepy Valentine box. And y'all, when I tell y'all these ladies or these people, because I don't know who goes by what pronoun, so these people hit it out of the park. They hit it out of the park. So Fashion School Dropout. We got a boucle twin set. So we got 100% superwash, 240 yards of the boucle in 7th Avenue Surrey silk, 74% baby Surrey alpaca, 26% silk, 328 yards. And this is the color. Oh. And boucle Surrey. Boucle Surrey. I haven't figured out what I want to do with it yet. Because another friend of mine, who baby I'm going to visit, come right back, Sarah, she got the same box, and she's predominantly a crocheter. She just learned how to Tunisian crochet, which is great, but she doesn't knit. So we're trying to figure out what pattern we want to use for this yarn. I think she's figured out a pattern, and I might just, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. So y'all help me out if y'all can. If y'all have an idea of a crochet pattern, I have a go-to crochet shawl pattern, but I don't know if it will look good with the boucle yarn. But I did crochet excuse me, a sweater with boucle yarn, so it might be okay. In this box, it came with Twin Mountain Handcraft Wednesday inspired stitch markers. Sorry, I'm congested. The biology season is pretty hectic around here. Nubian Flames. This is the maker of Black Pearl Magic's sister. I have Black Rose. I think everybody got it. Oh God, that smells good. I think everybody got a different scent. I'm not sure, but here's her card. Oh, well, you can't really see it because it's on black, but I think you can tag her, find her on Instagram with Nubian Flames. And she sends a card on how you care for your candle. And then I have a cute little sticker that says Crafty Mojo. That's probably going to go on this bottle. I don't know. It might go someplace on this bottle. And then we got these cute little buttons from, oh, Ken Yarn. So he was at Rhinebeck and he was passing out these, I don't know if these are not porcelain, but they're like hard, resin buttons. He had some buttons. And so we got some black resin pink buttons. And then one of the best part about this is I got me another bag. Another Black Pearl Magic bag. It'll be needle stopper. Got me another Black Pearl Magic bag. Your girl got 2 bags. Whoop. Y'all all know, like, pink ain't my jam. I'll just say pink ain't my jam. But this, yeah, go. So I gotta find something so it can go in the bag. So that was my creepy Valentine box. And everybody who contributed to this box did a damn good job. You hear? All I'm gonna say is, if y'all can get a box with, I believe her name is Shayla, Miss Shayla of Black Pearl Magic, you need to get one. If you can get one with twin mountain handcrafts, you need to get one. If you can get one with some Nubian candles, Nubian flames, you need to get one. Because these people are on it. On it. Shout out to the people in the back. Come on, small business entrepreneurs. That's what this world is about. And so last but not least, a friend of mine, is it me and Jen or Jen and I? Y'all, English is my second language. Your girl don't speak English. So I'm going to just go what I would say. Me and Jen of the Crafted Pearl podcast. She podcasts out of Alabama. Yes. Yes, Alabama. And how did we get on this topic? Something about a purple. Oh, my daughter's hair. So she saw Harvest's hair and was like, oh, her hair is great. You can't go wrong with purple, blah, blah, blah. And then she sent me this ad for Yarn Cafe Creations and her Gothic Purple. Now, y'all, I've been wanting to get some Yarn Cafe Creations for a while. And I've never pulled the trigger. But I pulled the trigger. Excuse me. I only got one skein. Because we're going to make the cowl by Shayna Lyons design called Drawn Together. Ooh, I remembered, y'all. Jesus. Yes, Lord. And I don't know what color I'm going to do for my I-cord pull string. But this is what we're doing for the actual pattern. So it only takes one skein of DK weight yarn. Shayna Lyons got hers from Cake Palooza from Diane of Suburban Stitcher. I have some of her DK weight yarn too because Diane is a friend of mine. She know my name, so that means she's a friend of mine. It's like cheers. If you know my name, you my friend. So we're gonna do that. I just got mine about 2 days ago. I literally just opened it last night. I don't know why I waited, but I did. And it's so cute. Look at her little yarn cover. It's like a coffee cozy. Because y'all know her thing is Yarn Cafe Creation. That's her jam. And it snaps. Y'all, I about waked out when I saw this thing. This is the Biscotti DK 85% superwash merino, 15% nylon, 245 yards. This is called Gothic Purple. And it came in this cute little baggie. I like it. It's cute. So we're going to be doing that. I need to wind this yarn too because that's what I think I'm taking on my trip. I don't know what bag I'm going to put it in yet. I might put it in one of my By the Babe Yarn Co. bag. Sorry, I'm reading an Instagram message notification. Anyways, so that's about it for me. I'll get Harvest on here so she can tell you about her cookie season and what she thought her cookie season was, and would be like. I'll show you some of her, well, she'll show you some of her drawings, and we'll resume the review. So we're back now. Now it's we, and it is March. I always do this. March 13th. It is the first day of what, Harvest?
First day of spring.
Spring what?
Spring break. Okay.
Spring break. Yes. So Harvest is on her spring break starting today, and let me mute that so because y'all gonna be able to hear it. So Harvest is on her spring break. You go back on when?
Next week.
Tuesday. Mm-hmm.
Tuesday.
You go back on Tuesday. So we got a little bit of things planned, but not a lot of things planned. This week is Girl Scout week, so she's going to be doing a few of the events this week. She's not doing today's event because one, I'm tired. I forgot to sign her up. But two, she'll do tomorrow. Her dad will be taking her. It's a zombie...
It's a cosplay
event where one of the ladies in the Girl Scouts, she's going to teach the girls how to do zombie makeup and cosplay makeup.
Cosplay is my favorite hobby.
It is.
But it's also but it's like also my second kind of favorite hobby. My first favorite hobby is drawing.
But you can cosplay kind of go hand in hand with drawing because you can kind of come out with your own costume, and then I can't sew, but we could get somebody to sew it. I don't know, whatever. Either way, it happens. And then Wednesday, what are we doing Wednesday? Oh, Wednesday is learning how to grow plants without water.
I was about to do that.
And then Thursday, what are we doing Thursday?
Dang it.
Going to an alpaca farm.
Alpaca farm.
Apparently they give raw alpaca away, so we'll see, because your girl got a spinning wheel. So
what's an alpaca?
Alpaca is related to llamas and camels. Yeah.
So I'm gonna get a llama or a camel? You're
not getting a llama or camel. I'm getting fiber. Alpaca fur. Maybe. I don't know yet. We'll find out. Either way, and then Friday is something, but I have to work Friday, so I won't be able to. I think I work Friday and Saturday. So, and then she goes back to school on Tuesday. But we got some drawings because somebody has been doing really well in school, enough that she can draw. We're still having some missing assignments, but we're fixing it.
Nah, all of them are done.
They're okay. See?
But
when I filmed last time, you still had missing assignments.
Because the problem was that when I returned like the European notes, you didn't put the grade in.
When you returned the European what?
Union notes.
Okay, you ran all of that together. When I turned the European
When I turned in the European Union notes. On February 9th.
Oh God, we're going all the way back to February. Okay, go ahead.
She graded it and it was a 70. And so I thought she put it in the grade book, but it was still missing.
Okay.
And so
that's fine.
I thought it was...
Oh, you colored one. You almost never color anything.
I think about like coloring some.
Okay, let's go. What we working with?
So this one is me drawing in the layer. This one is a female version of Michelangelo.
I think we've seen this one already. Yeah. Maybe not. I've probably seen it because I always see it. Go ahead. Oh.
Here is me defending Donnie when he was heartbroken by April.
Oh, April.
I don't like 2012 April. She broke Donnie's heart and Cassie.
Oh.
Here is Donnie Michelangelo. What? Donatello and Leonardo watching Real Housewives.
Of what?
When I was watching Housewives, I was like, this is a good idea. And they're watching it on Donnie's computer.
Got it. Okay.
So this one is Big Brother Leo, and he's taking care of all the people in the show.
Okay.
So there's the one with the bat is Cassie, the one in his belly is Mikey, on his head is Raph, the one that's flying is April, and the one with the book is Donnie. And he is about to lose it. That's why it feels like a single mom. This one I drew out on the Super Bowl while my best friend's dog was trying to bite me and scratch me.
Your best friend's dog?
Jelly.
I know who you're talking about, but I'm talking about the dog. The dog is so cute, though.
It's cute, but most of it was like in this biting and scratching phase.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Leonardo just like not wanting to be out, while everybody else is just like checking on him to see if he's okay. Here's little Donatello eating some pizza. Did this one in school and during biology class because I had nothing else to do except for just do notes, and that was it.
Had something to do.
Yeah, that was after the notes.
Mm.
We mostly just take notes. Sometimes we take notes and then do the assignment for it, or we just take notes and just wait.
Mm-hmm.
This one was when on the day of word geography, where it was like about some history. It started with a T, but it was like a long name. I think a country. And
a T country?
It started with a T, but it was like, but the rest of the words are like all mixed up letters.
Is it totalitarianism?
No, it was like so it has like a thing where when you're like kidnapped, so there's like this person, this girl that you kidnap because you're gonna marry her. Okay. But when she's like saying no, that means yes, which means yes, she does want to get married. And when she's crying, she means that she's being happy. When
that makes no sense.
Exactly.
Okay, what country was this?
Let's see.
Pause.
It's a traditional thing.
Uh-huh. In which country? I have a feeling you're going to say like Iraq, Afghanistan, Kazakhstan, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia. That's
bride kidnapping.
Bride kidnapping. That doesn't start with a T.
No, that's the thing for the traditional thing.
That's a thing for the traditional thing.
It's a thing.
That's the name for the traditional event? We just kidnap people and make them marry us?
No, it started with a K.
A K. Is this socially accepted as... Oh, I don't know what that... Let me see. In what country though? Oh, Kazakhstan, like I thought.
Yes, so in World Geography, we were learning about that state or country. And me and Jasia were like watching this whole thing. And me and her were the only ones that were so angry about this tradition. While everyone is just whatever.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter to them. That's okay.
For me and Jasia, it did matter because how is this a traditional thing where you're like kidnapping someone to be the bride, and we were like watching this whole thing and we were like squeezing each other's hands of how angry we were. And so it was like, and then at the end of the class, I got so angry that I just like scribbled in my sketchbook. Okay. And then when I got home, I just doodled on it. Okay.
Jumbo.
Hey, man.
Hey, Dad.
I'm trying to send a picture to me and I can't. Oh, chingao. I'll do it later. Anyways. Okay. So, back.
I took a picture of my mom of what she was wearing. She was wearing like a red or orange sweatshirt. And so I wanted to draw her. So I did her braids. I didn't outline them.
I don't
yet.
have braids.
Jets?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, jets. And right here is me just like drawing on the table when I was actually drawing in my room.
Okay.
But I was like doing good on the shirt because that's what I was wearing for my bed, for my pajamas.
Mm. Yeah. Okay, next.
And so this is Donatello having a broom and like trying to like get Leonardo off the ceiling, and he was infected.
Infected with what?
He was affected by TMNT wasp.
Oh, okay.
This was for Happy Mother's Day because people say that Leonardo acts like a mother through the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Since he's like a big brother.
Yep.
This one is from a game called Cult of the Lamb.
Mm-hmm.
And on the back is where I drew the character,
Mm-hmm.
like in the snow. When it's like winter.
And it's like winter. Mm-hmm. It's about to hit the camera. Okay.
Here's I never gave her a name, but it was like but they're like non-binary.
Oh, okay.
So they're eating some chips and drinking some store sodas.
Okay.
Hi, world.
Hi, world.
Hi, weirdo. So this is their character, but like this is their original outfit.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like some kind of a shadow goddess.
Lord.
This one was their beach day when they're like hanging out with their friends.
That's cute.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Dope. Okay.
So I was drawing this like for like a beach day.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it says on the title. I didn't outline it yet. It's
Oh,
like not
okay.
inked. And so, but the funny thing about the back is that when I showed this to my friends, they were like, dang.
It's thick.
Yep. Because it's like a chubby one.
Must have been thick.
Two C's.
Mm-hmm.
And so here is Michelangelo eating some fudge, but ate it right out of Leo's hands,
Mm-hmm.
which means he ate the stick as well.
Oh. Okay. Who's on the phone?
Michelangelo ordering some pizza,
Mm-hmm.
but it was 10 pizzas, but all of them are pineapple.
Okay. Eat your food, Mikey.
He will eat anything.
Mikey
That's
does.
pizza.
Like he does.
Yeah.
And so here, I do these two out at Pluckers after
Oh, yeah.
me and her selling Girl Scout cookies.
Mm-hmm.
And
What you
so,
have to talk about?
and so this one I drew first was Leonardo taking care of Michelangelo's health, which is like for eating. So he's like watching him eat.
That's his diet? Okay.
Watching him eat breakfast. But Michelangelo didn't eat a week ago. So Leonardo's like all worried and saying, hey, what did you eat? He said nothing. So he made him breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
So he started playing with his food.
Oh, okay.
On the bottom is Donatello taking care of Michelangelo because he didn't bathe
Oh, Lord.
in a week until.
Okay.
I didn't finish this yet, so that's like it's still
It's a work in progress.
work in progress.
Okay.
Here is Michelangelo taking care of his brothers that were infected by the wasp. Do this one.
Which one?
This one. I do this one in school and finished it on the bus on the way home. I just need to color red in there because that's the color.
Mm-hmm.
Finished the drawing in English.
Hey, this is the body armor you saw at Hot Topic, huh?
A little bit.
Yeah, it looked almost like it. Okay. I think she's doing that. She wants it. Her daddy said no.
No, she can't do that.
I can buy when I get out of the house. Did this in Dad's car, and it was like nighttime.
Going where?
Oh, to Nana's house to pick up something.
Okay.
And so it was Raphael getting scared of a little roach that I drew as cute because it has like a derpy face.
Oh.
Cute roach.
Oxymoron.
I haven't finished this, but it's like a fix it Mikey because all his brothers had like broken something. Like Leonardo, the TV crashed. For Michelangelo, his game broke, and for Raph, his side was like torn apart. Donatello is in the lab, and this was my idea. And so Donatello is working on an experiment, but it was like blowing up, and he had nothing to do with it.
He did it wrong.
He did it wrong.
I assume it's not supposed to blow out, right?
Do this one at the barbecue contest.
Okay.
Where Mikey sees Raph in his shell and asking if he's sulking. I don't know what that word is.
You wait.
You wrote it, but don't know what it means?
Yes, because it was a picture.
Did you not look the word up?
No.
Let's look the word up.
Silent, morose,
And
and bad-tempered out of annoyance or disappointment. When you said look it up, and I saw a weird face, I was like, is this something inappropriate?
So you know how when we tell you something and you go, okay.
It's when someone's in their feelings.
I don't do that.
You do.
Okay.
Okay.
You just lying all over YouTube. Okay. All right. Anyways. Next.
So these two games are from a Roblox game called Mimic, and it's like a horror game.
Okay.
That someone made. It's like a Japanese kind of horror game. And all these people are your family members. These are your ancestors.
Oh.
So the one with the mouth in the back, they have two sisters. One was with red and one is with blue.
Oh, you did that.
It was 2 days ago when it was in Mr. Offer's class, of course.
Mr. Who?
Mr. Offer, my
oh,
algebra.
That's the math teacher?
Yes. And so he had no small blanks of paper, so I just
use your notebook.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That was the only time I used it on the sketchbook.
Oh, I like this one. What's this?
This one was a fan Danganronpa game called Super Danganronpa Another Part 2.
That's the name of the game?
Yep.
It's very original.
Yes, but it's like has like a different style to it.
Sarcasm.
Since the person is working.
No, very much sarcasm.
Wow.
Okay.
Her name is Kanade.
Hi, my name is.
Ben Shady.
What?
Oh, we'll fix it. Don't worry about it.
It's where Donatello's like controlling Michelangelo to stop eating so much pizza that they can't eat it.
Okay.
So Raph is holding the pizza to like tease him, while Donatello's like holding him back.
Okay. You did a lot of stuff. I don't know if we're gonna have enough time. We're already at 20 minutes. I bought 2 manga books and this bookmark for $48 and something give my only $60 away. It was worth it, but still.
I do that in art class.
Somebody mad they had to spend $60.
And because I only had 3 20s, which made 60. but I did see the price of the bookmark.
How much was the bookmark?
$17.
Oh my god.
I have a lot of drawings.
I know. So, how was your cookie season?
It was going good.
It was going good. It did go good.
I mean, it did go good.
It went well.
It went well.
Mm-hmm.
But it was the goal that I set that made me a little bit sad and upset.
Why?
Because I saw like on the very bottom of how many cookies to sell, which was 13,000.
13. What?
Wait, not 13,000. That's the
Your
3,
goal was 1,500. Mm-hmm.
The 3,000 to sell.
Yeah, right.
To like get like the Disney, to go to Disney, and I was a little bit too stubborn to like because I wanted to go, but I didn't do like that much of these. Mostly the toast.
I mean, you got rid of them. Mm-hmm. We got rid of toast shades, but
mostly.
So you end up selling how much in total?
I sold mostly 1,500.
No, that was your goal.
Oh, that was my goal.
What was your total sale? 1318.
1318.
1318.
Huh.
Which is still not bad. You sold 1,300 boxes of cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
we had one girl in another troop. She sold 54.50.
Yeah, she had to brag it into my face. That girl.
Her goal was 4,000.
Yeah.
She sold 50.
I was a little.
50.
I was trying not to get jealous.
She's also a homeschool student, and so she was selling cookies Monday through Friday, except for Tuesdays because they had Girl Scout meeting on Tuesdays. And then she was selling cookies from 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock on Saturday and Sundays. That's a lot of cookies and a lot of time. And her mom's a stay-at-home mom, so they have the time. I think next year, our goal should be...
Just stay at 1,500.
1,500. And if we go past that, that's fine. We can change it. Okay, so Girl Scout cookies went well. Spring break is here. What else is there, Harvest? Not in there. I'm just saying, like, what else?
Happened in spring break?
Like, what's going on? Nothing else is going on.
On Saturday, me and Dad went to an anime store.
Oh, yeah. Talk about that.
So before we went there, we had to go to the Black Bear's Diner. And
what do you mean you had to?
No, not had to. We went to Black Bear's Diner because last time when we went there, there's like so many cars that we didn't feel like waiting. And so we went to Papa's Cafe. Their food was so good, even their hash browns and their bacon. So this time we went to the Black Bear's Diner.
Okay.
For the first time for me.
Okay.
And
oh yeah, I guess it is, huh?
And their food is so large that like the waffles, when you see
the waffles are big?
Yes, the waffles, the biscuits, the eggs, bacon, everything. Even the grits, I think. So they have creamy grits, which is actually really good.
I like creamy grits. And
so after that, they have like this menu that looks like a newspaper. Because it has like people who like help like black bears. And so inside the newspaper is like the whole menu. And it looks so cool that our waitress said, "Hey, do you want to keep it?" And I said, "Yes." So I have it in my room.
Okay, cool. So it sounds like y'all had a daddy daughter day.
Yes, and
we kind of did though. We kind of did have a daddy daughter.
Yeah,
day.
That's what it sounded like. It sounded like a daddy daughter day.
And then after we dropped off Grandpa James from this like, I think it was like a senior center. He said
yes.
He said PTSD something.
Okay. Therapy session.
Oh, therapy session.
Yes.
And so then we went to the first anime store. Which we passed like the Galaxy Burger place. When we went inside the first anime store, it had a few Danganronpa things like the cards that I can get now.
I just had it in my suitcase.
So this.
Come on.
So this is what it looks like. It's like, sure, it's like small, but it still looks cool because it has all the characters in it. But like, all four of them are different colors, and there's spades, diamonds, hearts, and clovers. There's yellow, 2 jokers, green, pink, blue, and yeah. None of them are like on number order because that's how it is. It has to be.
It's just packaging, I think.
I'm thinking that ace is like another number for 1.
I don't know if 1 is the right answer. But
What's ace stand for?
it's a power card, I guess you would say. Viv? Would you say ace is a power card?
Or number 1?
It depends on what game you're playing.
And so, there was a keychain. There's a few keychains that I didn't get. And there's a Monokuma figure that
Monokuma.
when we were about to leave.
This is who she's talking about. This is Monokuma.
That is Monokuma. And this one is Monami. Which he made her sister. His little sister.
Okay.
While we were about to go and...
Was it the comic book on the right-hand side? On 4th Street?
Yeah, we went to stands.
And so while we were like... While we were about to go driving there, I was crying in joy.
Crying in joy?
Yeah.
Why? What happened?
So when we were about to go inside...
His face is telling me we probably shouldn't discuss this.
Can I?
It's your podcast, not mine.
Okay. So when we were about to go inside, he saw me grabbing the napkin out of the left side of the car.
Okay.
And so
Yeah,
he said, "Harvess, what's wrong?" And I said, "I love you and Mom so much that I just don't want you to leave."
Oh, like die?
Yes.
Oh. Well, I mean, I'll do everything in my power not to die, but we gotta go.
Yeah.
We gotta go. Sorry.
Yeah.
It
sucks.
It's what he said. The circle of life. No.
And so when we went inside the comic book stand, there was like so many comics that and figurines, and I only see a few Raphaels, a few Raphael figurines, and only one Leonardo figurine. And I saw Ninja Turtle comic books. Just like for the 1987 versions.
Did you get any?
Nah.
No.
I was looking. But their art styles are good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And so...
Well, while y'all had y'all daddy-daughter weekend, I had a girls trip weekend.
Yeah, I was a little bit jealous.
I don't know why.
Yeah, because you go around because you're like going around the world. Like you went to Miami.
Oh, well.
That's a whole different trip.
That was a birthday trip for T.I.L.E.
Oh.
And then this weekend was just a girls trip. But...
This was a Zuma friend. Yeah. They were
but,
moving them hips.
We was dancing. I got video. I'm going to show it. But we had fun. We went to Fredericksburg. It's a small German, it's a small German town here in Central Texas. It's north of San Antonio, west of Austin. And it's one of like 3 or 4 towns in this area that was settled by Germans in like the 1800s or something. I think, 1800 sounds right. But anyway, they have mounds and mounds and mounds of wineries there. Just going to the winery that we went to that had mini cabins you can stay on the property. I passed about 20, 25 wineries just to get to that winery. And then there was a winery next to it and then another winery next to it. And then Saturday we did a wine tour, so we paid $39.99 plus tax naturally for this like 15 stop winery tour. We got on the bus. They took us to every single winery, and then we got off when we wanted to, and then every like 10 minutes or so another bus was coming, so if someone else wanted to get off they could, and if you wanted to get on so you can go to a different winery, you could do that too. You got your hand raised?
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Oh, why does the tax have to come with the price?
Because in this country, we pay taxes on things. We pay taxes on goods. It's just how the government want to take our money.
It's weird how...
I mean, we get it. We get some of it back.
It's weird how the government says, hey, you need to pay your taxes, but they don't tell you how much.
In the state of Texas, we pay 8.25% across the board. So when we go to the store, if you look at the receipt on the receipt, it'll have your total amount, it'll have taxes, and then it'll have your gross amount, and then your net amount, and then your gross amount.
Net amount?
So when you go to the store and you pay, say your item is $5.99, they charge you 8.25% tax on the $5.99, and that could be like $2.50. So then you get $2.50 added to your $5.99, and so now your balance is like almost $8. That's why when you go to the store, you need to make sure you have enough money for the taxes, because if you went to the store for $25 thinking, okay, I'm gonna get $25 worth of stuff, you still got to pay taxes. So that means you have to take something away in order to have enough money to pay what you try and buy. But either way, that was my weekend. Came back on yesterday. Today I had today off, and then I go to work tomorrow. Time went forward. Sorry. Time spring forward, fall backwards. But I don't think we're falling backwards anymore after this, right? I don't think we're falling backwards anymore. She don't know. Or do you? Do you know?
No, I'm just agreeing with
I
you.
saw. I know. Anyways. Well, I think that's going to be it, because we're already at 36 minutes. And I think I recorded 40 minutes. So this is already like well over an hour podcast. Needless to say, I'm going to edit some out. So it's okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see y'all in a few weeks. Hopefully 2. I've been trying to stay on this 2-week schedule, but sometimes, like, stuff be happening, y'all. So we'll get to y'all when we get to y'all. We appreciate all y'all coming back to watch. And when y'all do, drop a comment. Say hi. If you're going to drop a bad comment, make sure you ready for my comeback, because...
Haters gonna hate.
And don't come for me, because I didn't send for you. Okay?
It's not for everybody.
I send for nobody. But if you come for me, I gonna come back at you. Okay? Anyways, do what you do.
Sounds like the word comeback.
Do what you do. Be amazing in this world, because we need light. There's too many darkness. We need light.
And we need more trees.
And we need more trees.
They're cutting every tree to make more buildings.
We gotta save the trees, y'all.
Come more trees.
Yeah, you ready? Peace out, Girl Scout.
Huh. Your mom.
Your kid's mom.
Yeah. Your nana's grandkid.
Your father.
Come on.
Damn. Okay.
His grandkid.
I'm gonna kick you.
Come on.